although I would like to speak in Odia, and I do speak in Odia, and not bad Odia, I speak good Odia, still I sometimes falter. Because from my childhood, I have tried to speak in English so that I would be fluent in English. That is why I have spoken in English. It's not because of any glory attached to the language, but what the language gives us and makes accessible for us, which has been important for me. That if we give importance to English, it has also its own good points. That is, many more things, much more knowledge, wider knowledge about the world today, the world yesterday, will be available to us through the medium of English. And that is why any country in the world today, whether it be the Latin American countries or the East European countries or the African countries, everywhere there is a craze for learning English, whether it be Japan or China, because modern life is accessible through this language. It's not a symbol of British Empire or any kind of, glory or glamour. Britain has lost its glory. Britain has lost out to the United States, and now the United States is probably losing out to Asia. It is because you are people who, if you had been in my class, you must remember that once upon a time when I was a teacher, I would enter into the classroom and ask my students about the headlines of the newspaper. And I would ask them, which newspaper do you read? You must not only read an Odia newspaper, but you must read English newspaper. Now, on an aside, I want to point out one or two things. There are all these Odisha editions of these papers, Times of India, Indian Express, Statesman, Telegraph. They have Odia sections. But do they reflect Odia life? Do they send out articles by people like Dr. Mohanty to the mainstream? Are they capable of doing that? That is what has happened. I want students of this department, today and tomorrow, to fill up that gap, to make Odia thinking, Odia views, Odia tradition available to the mainstream India, which these newspapers are not capable of doing. They are mainly serving the English-speaking people, those who do not know Odia, to have access to news about this. This is a very, very poor aid that they have kept before themselves. I want, students of this department, if they can be inspired, to make concerted attempts at correcting this lacuna, that Indian Odisha thinking must about Odisha, about India. There is a lot of thinking that is done in Odisha about India, about the world, but they never get reflected in the mainstream press. So all these things are there waiting for you to be done. I will surely come and share with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. I remember only one incident when you retired and we desperately wanted to give you a farewell party, and we requested you to be present in the farewell party, to accept our farewell. You immediately said in a threatening motherly voice that if you give me the farewell, then I am not going to come to the department. If I am going to come to the department, then you promise me that you are not going to buy any gift for me. And in addition to that, I am going to offer a tiffin party, farewell party for all of you. So we accepted your words, and then we followed it religiously. And we were some of the chaps who went running like 20 years old youth to your van, and collected all the packets that you collected from Bapu Sweets, and we enjoyed all the packets. And we never got any gift for you. And so thank you, ma'am, for your blessings. Now I will request Lisa. I know Lisa is one of the best graduates of this department, and he may be the president of the Alumni Association. We hope to.
Fellow alumni, friends, I give an honor, and I am proud that I am already a student of this department. Although I am retired 2 years back, I am perhaps the most regular visitor of the department in Cambodia. And I always feel that this is my heart life life. And whenever I am around, whosoever comes along, should look immediately calm and ask, and I received Professor Mani regarding alumni. I remember she would have given me a hand when alumni Madam retired. And we had arranged the conference hall. And then I was always tired. All the documents are free. I need some help. And if that is possible, in the next year, maybe we will have an alumni association. Because all the names are there, address, at least, I know there are more than 200 people around, Bhubaneswar and Cuttack. Personally, I know them, and if I call, they will come. And I don't know, I know all of them personally.